What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you an NFL discussion video, not a prediction, but a discussion on why I believe the Raiders might want to target Jihaad Campbell at pick 6 in this year's NFL draft. Let's get into it, guys. So I did a video, before I get to the main meat of this video, the main topic, January 2nd, I did a video on my Falcons, just doing a playoffs run. My Falcons just missed it, but I was like, man, let's do some early scouting. And we have pick 15. And I did a video on Jahdae Barron to my Falcons way back then. But in that video, I also mentioned an alternative option in Jihaad Campbell at pick 15. And people were telling me in that video, in that comments, like, man, that's a little rich for both of those guys. Those guys are more late first round, early second round picks. And I said in that video, man, and I even said in that video, I'll be lucky to get those guys at pick 15. I felt that strongly about those two guys. Now, fast forward now, both those guys might be in the top 10. It's like this draft class is so weird. A lot of top talent, a lot of blue chip talent. Well, not a lot of blue chip, but a lot of top talented guys, but not at your normal premium spots. Not a lot of great or potentially great tackles in this class. A lot of good guards, Banks, Campbell, so on and so forth. But the tackles, not really first round grade. Not really a lot of quarterback graded high in this draft class. No really receivers are really great in this draft class. But you have great edges. You have great D tackles. You have great corners. You have some good safeties. You have some good edge rushers. So, this class is kind of strange. And I even did a YouTube short video on Jalen Walker and looking at Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft, his latest mock draft released last week. He had Jalen Walker going 5 to the Jaguars. So I'm like, yeah, anybody in this class can go anywhere. And I think Jihaad Campbell at pick 6 isn't too high. I think that's just right. 6'3", 235, and I'm getting to his pros and cons as well. But I think he's a heck of a player, man. Like I said, I've been on him since late December, early January. Physical freak, ran a 4.5, 240, true sideline to sideline speed, very instinctive, very aggressive, um, uh, just everywhere. He can give you inside play, he can give you outside play, scheme versatile, 4-3, 3-4, doesn't matter. Inside, outside, doesn't matter. He will be good in any spot, in my opinion. But the cons on that is super aggressive, but sometimes overly aggressive. And especially rushing from the edge, even from inside as well. He can be overly aggressive, not read the play well, and kind of take himself out of plays depending on the rush angle that he takes. And also his major, biggest flaw, in my opinion, being his size, being an inside backer at times, he kind of, when he takes on blockers going to the next level, he kind of absorbs the block. Instead of giving out punishment and meeting them heads on, he kind of waits for them to get to him and takes it. And that, and at the next level, that's not gonna fly. They're gonna eat that up, and they're gonna have a lot of rushing lanes to really work with. These guys in the pros need a little bit of space, and they can make something shake. And I think Campbell needs to learn to get stronger, and also use his physicality and use his speed to attack these blockers better when they're going to the next level. Because that's not gonna work out, especially playing inside. But if and I was thinking the same thing. Like if Daniel Jeremiah has Jalen Walker going 5, they're dang near the same player. Not too many differences between those two. So if they would go 5 and 6, that would be crazy. But it would seem crazy. Two linebacker slash edge rushers going 5 and 6 when you have receivers still on the board and tackles on the board. But in this class, it will definitely make sense. And I even did a YouTube short video. I know the Raiders are really high, or could be high, what the rumors say, are high on Genty. But I did a YouTube short video just the other day saying Genty at 4 to the Patriots, to me, makes sense. Genty to the Patriots at pick 4 make a lot of sense. And basically, I said in that video, like, the Patriots have been trying to find a true number 1 receiver to pair with Drake May. And I see the rumors about Stephon Diggs. He's not that. He's not what he once was. All respect to him. But they've tried to get Higgins. They tried to get everybody. And nothing panned out. So the next best thing is getting a star running back. So if Gentry's not there for the Raiders at pick 6, I don't think the Raiders will really care. They will want him, but you can get a Judkins at round 2. You might get a Hampton at round 2. Henderson, Caleb Johnson, like the list goes on. This running back class is super, super deep. RJ Harvey, round 3. Devin Neal, round 3, round 4 maybe. Like, you can get some good running back, very good running backs later on in this class. So Genty, to me, if the Raiders miss out on him, isn't end all be all. But the Raiders defense has been being picked apart by free agency very, very bad this offseason. Nate Hobbs at corner, safety Moreg, the 2 linebackers, Devon Diablo went to my Falcons. Robert Spillane, I believe, went to the Patriots with Mike Vrabel. So it's like, man, like their defense is being picked apart except for their front line, but their back, their linebacker core and their DBs have been picked apart bad. So a Jahdae Barron to me here at 6, a little high, but it fits. Will Johnson, a little high, but it fits. Jihaad Campbell, Jalen Walker, it's a little high, but to me it does fit. So Jihaad Campbell at pick 6 to give you a good running back for this scheme for this team it makes sense. Now, Pete Carroll loves a good athletic linebacker, and that's something. But on the flip side, Patrick Graham doesn't really care for him in his scheme. He doesn't need one. He doesn't really care for him. Never really had a super duper athletic linebacker for his scheme. So it's like, man, who will win out if Pete Carroll wants one? Will they draft one? And I think so. Pete Carroll is brought in to be the head coach, and normally, you would drop or change the D coordinator or and the OC when a new head coach comes. But no, they kept Patrick Graham on for a reason. They must trust him. They must like him. But at the same time, it is Pete Carroll's show. So if Pete Carroll wants to bring in a young stud linebacker that could be an all-pro down the line in Jihaad Campbell, then Graham will have to work with that. And but I would think Graham might prefer a safety. 6 is high, but a corner Johnson or somebody, Jihaad Campbell Jahdae Barron at pick 6 might be what Graham might prefers. But if Pete Carroll wants a Bobby Wagner-ish type of player, then they will have to do that. But Campbell has such a crazy range. He can go anywhere in the top 15, and I mean anywhere. The Saints, Panthers, Raiders, Jags, Falcons, Jets. The list goes on, man. Like, he can go to a plethora of places, and it all would make sense. The Bucks at pick 19. He'll be a great successor to Levante David. The Saints at what I believe pick 9. He'll be a great successor to Demario Davis. At pick what's the Panthers 7? He'll be a great replacement for Shaq Thompson. Like, he can do it all. He can go anywhere and do it all, and he will have great responsibility because he got to be inside and outside. But overall, he has the skill to do it all and be an all-pro at it if he masters his craft. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Draft time coming literally a month from today. By the time this video comes out, it might be less than a month now. It should be the 25th when this comes out. But Jihaad Campbell is I think he's the best in his class, best linebacker that plays inside. Not the best rushing linebacker, but the best linebacker that can play inside. And I think his versatility, his Swiss Army knife style of play, inside, outside, 3-4-4-3 doesn't matter. I think will serve him good. I think he'll be picked highly and coveted highly in this draft class, guys. So that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.